So, in the previous video, we have just started the new chapter, that was soil erosion and soil conservation. In that, we have seen first of all about the topsoil, how first of all the topsoil is formed. When the big rock just convert into small soil particles and it comes on the top, so it is known as topsoil. And then after, what is soil erosion? We have seen that when the topsoil just flow with the wind, water or anything natural other thing, then it is known as soil erosion that we have seen. Let us revise first of all the things point by point. Over a period of thousands and thousands of years, the rock that once formed the earth crust cooled. They were weathered by wind, water and the sun. They broke up into smaller and smaller pieces and finally becomes topsoil. When they are big rocks, and then after they started, due to rain, wind, sun, they convert into smaller particles. Okay students, and forms what? Forms topsoil. Okay, next is topsoil. What is topsoil? Let us see that point by point. Topsoil is a very valuable resources as it nourishes all our food crop and allow them to grow. First of all, we know what is topsoil. The soil which we can see with our naked eye on the top layer. So that is known as the topsoil. And we know that we just grow crops, plants, trees on that only. Okay students. So next is, you have already learned in that it took thousands of years for the parent bedrock to turn into rocky pieces, then into subsoil and finally into topsoil. They are just saying that the first bedrock, the rock, just it convert into rocky stones and then after into smaller particles and then after into fine smaller particles and forms a topsoil. And then, however, half an hour of torrential rain or high-speed wind is enough to wash or blow away or erode the topsoil if it is unprotected. Means, if half an hour of heavy rainfall and wind that can erode the soil. Okay students, that can just flow with that water or wind. Then another, that is, we have seen the natures of topsoil. The first nature was the topsoil is soft, fine, light and can be easily carried by wind over water. So we have seen the topsoil is very light and it can be easily just flow with the wind or water. Another second point, it contains decayed organic matter of plants and animals, so it is fertile. It contains organic matters of plants and animals, so it is just nourished inside it. Then plant find the nutrition they required in the topsoil. Means the plants take nutrition from the topsoil only. Okay students. Another, the roots of plants can grow easily into the topsoil. The roots of plant means they just, here a picture is given of roots of plants. Here below you can see students over here that there is the roots of plants then that can easily go into the topsoil. Why? Because it is soft and light. Then coming to soil erosion. What does takes that it erode the soil? So here first point was, very often we have heard of soil erosion taking place all over the world and therefore an increasing desertification of land. Soil erosion is the carrying away of topsoil by wind, rain, overgrazing by plants and animals, or of the same crop over and over again in a place cause soil degradation. First of all, deforestation. Due to deforestation also the soil is eroded and it is not protected. The topsoil is not protected due to the deforestation. See here, increasing soil erosion is due to the increasing deforestation that is cutted down of the forest. Once the forest protected the land, the roots of the trees held to soil in place. Means if the trees or plants are there, then their root will just protect the topsoil. It will not allow to flow with wind or water. Another, the trees reduce the speed of running water or wind. Means if trees were there, then it will reduce the speed of wind and also the speed of water. So the topsoil will not go with the wind or water. Another, now human population is increasing and more land is required for agriculture and for building towns. So more and more trees have been cutted down. This leaves the soil lost and it is eroded by wind and running water. For example, cutting down tree for quarrying and mining in the Silivaki hills has led to soil erode as well as frequent landslides. Okay, so due to the deforestation or this happens, soil is eroded. That is the first reason why the soil is eroded. Okay, then another, that is overgrazing. See here, I am just writing that soil erosion. Soil erosion or degradation soil erosion or degradation. In this, the first was deforestation. Deforestation. So, in deforestation, what happens? The forest is cutted down. Forest is cutted and what happens? The space for animals will go and for the increasing population the demand of land and also the agriculture increases. So I will only write the forest is cutted in the deforestation and here we can write the second reason over here, that human population increases human population increases increasing and more and more land is required. Land is required for agriculture and for building towns, okay. And then coming to the our second point, that is overgrazing. So first of all, what is overgrazing? Let us see that. Overgrazing. See here. Overgrazing by animal is another cause of soil erosion. Means, first of all, I just explain it orally that what is overgrazing. Overgrazing means we have seen in big ground that some of the animals just graze on the ground, and if they will graze for a long time on that ground only, then the soil will be eroded. How? Because the grasses which are there, they just hold the topsoil, but when they just will eat all the grasses, then it will start eroded. It will the soil erosion will there over there. Then animals normally bite off the grass above the ground, leaving the root intact. If too many animals graze on the same piece of land, they eat up all available grass, including the roots. This again leaves the soil unprotected and expose the force of nature. So, here, see, I am just writing some of the main points over here. That which is there. See here. Animals normally bite off the grass above the ground, leaving the roots intact. So here, if they will do same for a long time, then all the roots will also they will take, then the soil will not be protected. So the soil erosion will occur, and it is due to the overgrazing of animals. See here, and another example is given over here. Paddocks in the Australia. See here, big sheep farms in Australia have many paddocks with fencing and gate in between. Once the grass is eaten by the sheep in one paddock, a gate is opened and the sheep are driven to the next paddock. Grass is allowed to grow in the first paddock before the sheep are let into it again. Means what they just do in Australia. See here, I am just drawing a figure over here to explain that. They have a big farm over here, and see here, this is a big farm, and they just divide into 2, 3 or 4 parts according to the farm. See here, I divide this into 3 parts. Okay, and what they just do, there is a gate over here. There is a gate over here. And here it is the gates. Here I am just trying to draw a gate proper. Okay, so the red line which I have done, that is the gate. Here first of all the ships are put on over here. So after this they all eat the grass, and then after they open this gate. Okay, when they open this gate, all the ships will come over here in this part. So what will happen? This gate will be closed again when all the ships come from here to here. And then after what they just do, the ship will graze over here. Then after some time they will open this gate and the ships will move over here. So what will happen? The overgrazing will not there. They will open the door and all the ships will go this side, and they will again lock up this door, and it will be in the cycle form. Then after they will come back to this, and then after this it will do again and again. So overgrazing will not take place in that farm or a ground. Okay. Next, that is soil conservation. Now let us see soil conservation. So, soil conservation. Soil conservation So, first of all, what is soil conservation, students? We have seen the soil erosion. In that, what happened? The overgrazing, due to overgrazing and due to the deforestation, the topsoil flow away with the wind, water. Okay, so due to soil erosion, this thing happened, and the soil erosion not happen. For that, what we have to do? We have to conserve the soil. Okay, that we have to conserve the soil. So there are many methods for the conserving of the soil. Let us see that one by one. But before that, here a paragraph is given. Let us see that in India, poorly plant development programs are destroying the environment. Soil can be eroded by rain, running water, wind, advancing sand dunes in desert, and by poor drainage. So all the things happen in India. So what it do? It erode the soil, and then after, see here, soil can be protected from erosion. That is conservation. So what is conservation? The soil can be protected. Soil can be protected from erosion that is conserved that is conservation of soil. The soil can be protected from erosion, that is conserved Conservation of soil. I have just written over here conserved, but I can write that also. Okay. Here. See here, the many methods are given over here. I think there are 4 methods. Let us see one by one all the methods. If trees are cut down for wood or other purposes, new trees should be planted in their place. See here, the first thing or first method for the conservation of the soil, that is reforestation. So what is reforestation? Let us see that. So reforestation means we just destroy the forest, and reforestation means we just grow more and more trees over there. So in first line, what they have done, say that if trees are cutted for wood or other purposes, new trees should be planted in their place. Okay, so the first point in this is, if trees are cut down for wood or other purposes, new trees should be planted in their place. Okay, if trees are cut down for wood or other purposes, new trees should be planted in their place. Okay students, then we can just reforest. See here, the next is tall trees apart from holding the soil in a place reduce the speed of winds and prevent the soil from being blown away. Means the tall trees, they just don't hold the soil, they just also reduce the speed of wind. And another point, that is trees also attract cloud. It rains more in place where there are trees. If it rains more trees grow there. So deforestation should always be accompanied by reforestation. Here, this tree just hold the cloud and the cloud just bring the rain. So if there will be rain, the more and more trees will be grown. Okay students, and here the second, third and fourth point we will see in the next video. Up to here only we will see this. Okay students, so today in your homework what you will do is, today in your homework write about deforestation, and Overgrazing. Overgrazing of animals. So this 2 point you have to write in your homework and also learn. Okay students, we will meet in the next video. Okay, bye students.